Hello everyone, my name is Priya exp6, register number URK17CS073. Today we are going to see experiment number 6, that is abstract classes and interfaces. The first aim of this experiment is to create two classes, book and my book, of which book is an abstract class which contains an abstract function display, and the function is to be derived and defined in the child class. Now we'll move on to the program. Here we can see we have created my book, a class which extends the parent class book, and then we have initialized price as an instance variable in the child class my book. We are initiating the value for the price, initializing the value for the price, that is we are creating a constructor, my book. We are taking string title, string author and price, title and author which is present in the abstract class book, and then int price which is present in the base class my book. So we are getting the output from the we are getting this instance variable of the class book by calling the super and then the title and the author, and then we are initializing the price of the book. Here we are displaying the output like system.println for the title, author and the price. Now if you run the code, you can see Alchemist input is Alchemist Paulo Coelho, the same answer. And hence we have completed our test case. Now we'll move on to the second question of this experiment. The second question of this experiment is to create an abstract base class and derive child class to define the abstract class. So in here we'll see you can see create an abstract base class and derive child class to define the abstract class. So here you can see we have created an abstract class called book with string title. We are setting the title and getting the string title, so returning the title in this function. So we have created a class called my book which extends book, and then public void set we are setting the value of the title as s, and then getting all the required items. We are running the code in here. Here you can see we have got the output. So hence we have finished the other test case also. Now we'll move on to the next question of this experiment. The aim of this experiment is to implement interfacing by creating an interface, advanced arithmetic, and another class, my calculator, which is derived from interface, and calculate the sum of factors of the given number and return the sum. So in this you can see they have already created an interface called advanced arithmetic, in which there is a function called int divisor sum int n. Our job is to create a class called my calculator which implements this advanced arithmetic the interface class, and then use the function given in this interface class. We are using this function as public int divisor sum, and we are giving the input. We are initially initializing the sum value as 0 with the help of for loop running. If the number which we are getting is divisible by I, like the for loop I is 1, 2, 3, anything, is will give you an answer. If the remainder is 0, the sum will be incremented. Sum is equals to sum plus I. So we are returning the sum in the main class. Now we'll run the code and see. So here you can see now calculation, and then the input, which standard input which you are given is 6, expected output is I implemented advanced arithmetic, and then the answer is 12. Now let's move on to the last program of this experiment, that is to implement a class that implements a character sequence interface found in java.lang package, which should return a string backwards. Write a method to call all the functions. So we are creating a public class called interfaces, which implements the character sequence which is already present as a predefined interface in the java.lang in the lang class of the Java. So we are initializing a string s in private, and then we are initializing public interfaces string s, and we're calling the super function. We are initializing the value of the s with the help of this pointer, and then in public there's a function called public character integer argument 0. It will return the character from 0. Public int length, it will return the length. Public character sequence subsequence, we are initially giving the start value and then the ending value of this string, and we are printing the string in the reverse manner. So we are giving it as like I is equals to n, which starts from ending portion, and then I is less than or equal to start, and I is decremented in each step. So we are printing the value of the character, so return null. So now in the main program we can see like we have initialized interface, and then object we have initialized as we are giving an input as adventure, and we are calling the interface subsequence as 2 to 5. 2 is the position from where they will show. After 2 position only they will show, and then so they will show VENT, and then rest of them do not show it. And then I dot subsequence 0 to adventure length minus, they print it in the reverse order. So now let's run the main class. So here we can see we have already got this TNEV, and then we have printed the adventure in the reverse manner. So that's all for today's program. Thank you.